You gotta get that book out your nose. Don't use your hand. Come on, man. Nasty. All right, you gonna drink that?
Mm-hmm. I always drink when we record. It's my recording.
All right, come on, you ready? Good morning, everybody. So, today, guys, it's going to be a different kind of day. Today, guys, we are going to answer some marital questions for you guys. I posed a question on my YouTube channel under the community board, if you guys remember, asking you guys to ask us various questions, personal questions if need be, and we would answer them accordingly. Well, we had a really great turnout, and unfortunately, we weren't able to answer every last one of you guys, so we decided, you know what? Because we don't want to leave you guys hanging, how about we do a video answering your questions? All right, guys, so question number 1.
Latasha Haight. The first question is by Latasha Haight. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. E-Bear. Mrs. Angel, I love your natural hair look so much. She loves your natural hair look.
Oh, thank you.
What product brands do you use? I prefer In Love Shea Moisture. She said, want to know what you use.
All right, so Latasha, I use natural products pretty much. I use coconut oil, I use olive oil, I also use shea butter, and I use cream of nature mousse. Where are you?
Who's in charge of discipline?
It all depends.
Yeah, it depends. Whoever's in the vicinity when someone gets in trouble. That's the one who's in charge of discipline. And usually the other one doesn't agree.
Yeah,
so,
we do.
Like, if she's disciplined about something that she cares about, I'm probably thinking, that ain't nothing to discipline
Right,
about.
and vice versa.
Right.
He talks more with the kids, you know, trying to figure out why they did what they did. Me, if I feel like the discipline is necessary, I'm not doing talking until after the punishment. And then we'll do some talking. So that's pretty much how we discipline.
Who's the messy one in the relationship? We're both very messy.
No.
I just don't do a lot of cleanup.
Yes.
That's the truth.
I'm the cleanup person. He's more of the take out the garbage, go grocery shopping.
Go to work.
No, we both work though.
I know, but I gotta leave and go and be gone.
Right, and I stay at home and take care, of course, the babies. But as far as like nasty, neither one of us are nasty. We are junky. It's the difference. Nasty is when you just don't care about how your house looks. You got food and stuff everywhere. Junky is when you drink a cup and put it where it doesn't belong. So that's pretty much both of us.
When did your ministry begin? How old were your children then when your ministry began? Well, I think looking at both of what we do,
right.
You know, as far as you singing in the choir and me going on the road. So ever since we've been together, we've been doing both of those things.
Yeah.
Our children, so Haley was 0.
She's
born in it. The other ones were like, 7, 8, 9.
Well, no, they were pretty much born into it too.
No, but once we started doing it, they were like 7, 8, 9.
About 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah. Here's a good question. Was there a time when your husband didn't approve of your dumpster diving? Yes.
Yes. When I first started dumpster diving, he was against it all the way. It wasn't until I found him something, the MacBook, and it was something, and the computer screen monitor that we found.
Yes.
That made him think totally different about dumpster diving.
So I had already paid for a monitor and we were using, and she found one bigger and better than the one that I had bought.
All right.
So I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And it worked. I wanted her to stop like selling on eBay and just focus on dumpster diving.
Right. It was something else too that we were just talking about that we.
Oh no, that wasn't dumpster diving.
Oh no! So I found the baker's mixer. Once I found the baker mixer that he used practically every Thanksgiving, he was pretty much sold from then on.
Yes. Shantia Spencer wants to know. This is to you. It can't be to me. It's probably to me. Can you do a singing video, please? Sure, I would love to. You ready?
Go.
Me.
Yes, I would definitely do a singing video. If you aren't aware, I will be singing this coming Saturday at 12 o'clock. I will post all the information below. If you want to check me out singing, I will be singing for my choir at church, and I would love for all of you guys to be there supporting me, okay? But as far as a video is concerned, a plain video just with singing, yes, I would definitely do that for you guys.
Another question is by Aaron McGee. When I first subscribed and started watching your vids, I quickly observed that you resemble Michelle Obama. And not only looks, but voice and mannerisms. I don't think Michelle can sing.
I think they're probably talking about the way I sound, I speak.
I can't be the only one who has ever said this. Have you heard this a lot or a little?
A lot. I hear that almost practically every day, especially at church. I get it all the time. I think that's a wonderful compliment because, as we know, Michelle Obama is amazing. So thank you for that beautiful comment. And yes, I get it all the time. So you're not the first person to say that.
I look for other black dumpster divers on YouTube, and you are the only one that pops up. What are your thoughts on that, and will you like to build a YouTube community of dumpster divers of color one day?
You know, when I first got into this whole realm of dumpster diving, I also noticed that I was pretty much the only black person doing it. I don't really have any thoughts about it. I think it's, something that I do believe will eventually reach people of color. But as we do know, people of color aren't really receptive to it. They're more adverse to going into the garbage. So it's something that we will have to get groomed into doing. But over time, yes, I do think that we will latch onto it, and I would love to create a dumpster diving platform for people of color, all people. It's not just necessarily people of color, because we all, can benefit from some tips and tricks on how to get better at dumpster diving.
That's right. Do you get along well with your sons or the mom? Also, do you all go to church together as one big happy family? It's rare to find such a nicely blended family like yours.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I get along well with my son's mother. We have no issues, no reason to. We're both adults. And we always have to keep in mind that our children are in the middle. So we don't want either Taylor with her father or Josiah with his mom to feel like it's some type of animosity, because we're all family,
Right.
As far as us, you wanted to talk about that?
Well, yes, I think that's great. They do, and I get along well with Taylor's father.
Right.
Also, and to the point we communicate. Sometimes I'll call him about incidents or something that's going on with Taylor that we need to take care of, or something that's going on at the school.
Yeah.
The other thing though, do you all go? We all as a family go to church together. The other parents don't go to church with us.
No.
No. Have you ever tried any other sites to sell on, like OfferUp, Let's Go, Poshmark?
I've tried Craigslist. I've also tried OfferUp once. I prefer eBay because more of the safety rules that they have in place. The other ones, you just meeting total strangers, and we know how dangerous that can be. So eBay is my thing.
Hi, first I'd like to tell you I love your videos. I love that you donate. My question is, do you like having subscribers from different countries?
Absolutely. I welcome everybody, I'm not averse to getting people from overseas, the States, wherever you are. I love you, and I just thank you for your support.
Were you always so styling?
Yes.
Yes.
Always. I got him together.
No.
Yes.
When she met me, I was styling.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Babe.
I had that black with that orange. You had never seen nothing like that.
So when I first met him, yeah, he did have on this really nice, attractive orange suit. But now I'm talking about
it wasn't an orange suit.
It was black.
Black suit.
With an orange copper. I'm going to say copper one.
Oh, orange square. It was nicely hooked up. She didn't. She didn't get me. Anyway, let's go.
Got him together.
Yeah, anyway. I got you together with that green jacket. That green Hulk.
He upgraded me a little bit.
That Hulk
but I was always stylish.
She was stylish, just didn't have nothing to style with.
You bogus.
Just didn't have nothing.
Oh, here we go. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Williams. Thanks for sharing that info with your fans. My question is, do you and Mr. Williams ever get into arguments and keep smiling? I love you and your family. Such a beautiful family. Do we ever get into arguments? Yes. We do. Both Antoine and I, we are very strong.
That's the politically correct way to say it.
Very opinionated, both him and I. So we're going to argue tooth and nail because we both feel like our answer is correct. And sometimes, the argument will go to the point where we will separate and go in different rooms until we calm down, and then we're able to come back and communicate.
And then she realized that I was correct.
Sometimes.
Most of the time that I was correct.
See, here we go
99% of the time I was correct.
So you telling me I'm never right?
No, usually. Well, maybe about a few things like dumpster diving. It's just about, hey, you ain't been right since then.
You and I. But yes, we do argue, but we do know how to come back and communicate like normal human beings.
And we laugh a lot.
Constantly.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we don't take things personal. We don't wear our feelings on our sleeve. We know when to separate and we know when to come back to it.
And we don't take things personal for long. I think when you first hear something, we might take it personal, and then after that, you have to hash out whatever the meaning was behind it. I think that's one of the key things too, is get to the meaning of whatever the situation is. Arguments are usually talking about something else but meaning other things.
Have either of you gone through something that has either shaped yourself as a person or your perception of the world?
Yes, I know I have. When my mother was killed and I was young, that probably shaped my perception on parenting and how dealing with children and how parents deal with their adult children. So I had to kind of learn about that because I didn't really have that.
I think for me, what shaped my way of thinking, it has a lot to do with me being raised by step parents. Being raised by step parents weren't always great for me. So I always vowed to never treat my stepchild the way that I was treated. So it gives me a different outlook on blended families and co-parenting and So that's one thing. I have quite a few, but we don't want to take up too much time talking about it. What advice would you give to couples wishing to have a successful relationship? I'll let you answer that.
I think the key thing is honor and respect. I think just as the Bible says about honoring your spouse or honoring your wife, giving each other that due benevolence. Yeah. For the wife, a lot of times, especially from what I see in a lot of couples that I see in church or in the neighborhood, is that you have to have that reverence for your husband, and the husband has to have that love for his wife. And understand one thing, that people will do things that you don't do. So in other words, don't expect someone to always do something the way you do it. Right. Oh, I always do this for you. Right, but then the other person may always do that for you. Do something else for you. So you gotta kind of have that.
Another thing that I think is very key in any relationship is being on what?
One accord.
One accord. You have to have one thought, one way of doing things. If you on one accord and you guys do everything lock and step, your relationship, your marriage will be successful. And trust me, that's something that I had to learn, because going into a marriage, I didn't know what it took to have a successful marriage. Because as you see, I said I had step parents. So both my mother and father married outside of one another. So I didn't have that foundation of marriages. I didn't know what to bring to a marriage. And I got to thank my husband for showing me that, because I just didn't know. So again, being on one accord is definitely key.
Yep. You'll see in the Bible it talks about being of one mind. But we know we can't physically have one mind, but it's about being on the same page. Get the things together on the same page. And sometimes you have to follow one another. You might not think that this is necessarily the right way, but you have a leader, and that's the leader you follow. But the leader also has to be the biggest servant. He has to be the one that's willing to listen to the other ideas, so he can be able to be a better leader and grow the family, just like he would if it was a company and grow an organization.
Right. Dorothy Mays asked,
I love watching your videos. I just want to ask, do you consider yourself to be an Israelite or similar? I am an Israelite. My church is the Living Church of God. We keep the feast days and observe the 7-day Sabbath. Well, by faith, we are Christians, okay?
Absolutely.
We are, like we'll tell you, if you go on the Israel of God website, you will see the original Christians.
Right.
By nationality, yes, we are Israelites, right? But I have no qualms about saying that. I have no problems talking about my nationality. But however, the main thing that I am is a Christian. Because you could be an Israelite and not be a Christian,
Absolutely.
Right? Israelite is just your ethnicity. But we do keep the feast days because they're in the Bible. We keep the 7-day Sabbath because it's in the Bible.
Right.
We do the things according to the Bible. We have one leader, that's Jesus, right? And we follow it according to, he gave us that Bible to follow, and that's all we follow.
and we also believe that Jesus came and died for everybody.
Right.
Not just blacks, not just whites, but everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What are each of your definitions of love? And what advice would you give on how to handle or resolve disagreement, arguments in a relationship?
Well, I want to go in on that. Love is definitely an action. People think love is emotion. Ooh, I love you so much, right? If you love me, like Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Right.
Love is an action. It's showing that you love someone by taking heed to them and really listening to them. Everybody wants to be understood. So I always have a motto that I say, it came from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. So it doesn't take away being understood, so that's still important, but you need to seek first to understand. Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right.
You have to understand your neighbor the same way you want to be understood.
Ditto. Okay, and I think this is the last question. Where do you all see yourselves in the next 5 years and doing what? Well, I answer that for me. In the next 5 years, I really don't like to put time frames on my success in a sense. I take things one day at a time. I allow the Lord to order my steps, and whichever way he pushed me, that's the way I'm going. So I can't really tell you how I see myself in 5 years. I can only count and talk about today and worry about today, the moment. So I can't really answer that question for 5 years from now.
Well, like it says, like Jesus was saying about, the evil of the day is sufficient thereof.
Right.
And that doesn't mean we don't set goals. We do set goals. We feel that we are successful in our own right now, just in enjoying of our lives together, enjoying, doing the works of the Lord, enjoying doing what we do on a daily basis, and being with our family on a daily basis. That continuing in this is great as it is. Now, when we set goals, it's really just, hey, it's still in the vein of doing what we're doing, right? So we're not seeking, I gotta climb out of here, I gotta do this.
Right.
We're not toiling or spinning. We're really just enjoying the love of God and doing what we do.
Working in his vineyard, and we're just pretty much content where we are.
Right. So, and usually what I'm finding is that when you love what you do and content with where you are, you just continue to keep growing.
Right.
We set goals, but it's in the vein of what we're doing. So I can't say next 5 years I see us just retiring and kicking back. I don't really care nothing about that.
Chilling.
Right. We like what we do.
Right.
We like what we are. We like, so I don't worry about that. I like wherever the Lord leads us on that stuff. And I hate to sound just too spiritual about it,
but we live in our best life.
Yes. So I don't.
We don't complain about what we have. We live in our best life.
I don't know what she said. See, I've never heard that before.
But I think that's pretty much it, guys. Let's see. Did we answer them all? How many years have you been diving? I've been dumpster diving for about 6 years now. I forgot, guys. We got some gifts. We got some gifts from We have some gifts from 2 of our subscribers. We're gonna open them really, really quick for you guys. We're gonna open this. All right, guys. So this is from Leasa Hart from Pittsburgh, California.
Eczema healing cream, raw shea and mango butter with organic oil blend. Soul Scents by Leasa.
That's from Leasa. Thank you, Leasa.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So here it is.
Well, we can smell it now. Hopefully, Leasa doesn't smell bad. Like I don't want to.
Let's see. Go ahead.
No, it smells pretty good.
Yeah, it does. All right, so what I'll do is I'll get all the information from off the bottom of her container and I'll put it in the description box. You guys can go over and check it out, see what it is that you might want to buy from Sister Leasa. Look at that. This smells so good too. All right, so that's that one. All right, I'm sorry, but this is definitely from LaJena James. Here, one more. Soul You Mel, some Tough and Tender, Soul You Guard. She gave us some freshener and wrinkle relaxer, lemon bright. All right, so what is this exactly? And here's her card. Come up very close so you guys can see. Right there. LaJena James. Soul You Mel is basically a power cleaner. So Tough and Tender is also a cleaner, a natural cleaner. Lemon Bright is a dish detergent. All right, cool. Thank you so much, LaJena. Thank you so much, Leasa. We truly appreciate your gifts. We are definitely going to put all of these amazing gifts to use. If you have any more questions you want to ask us, leave them down in the comment below. You can always email me at momtheebear101@gmail.com. And that's pretty much it, guys.
And we'll probably do a follow-up with the questions at the bottom.
Yeah.
We'll probably just do a follow-up video.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys, so that is pretty much it. We thank you, we love you, and we'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Bye!
I'm in my zone, can't fail. Got my mindset on grade, like I am home, no doubt. Time to raise it too loud. I'm gonna light up the sky.